Hello and welcome. We're back with another episode of Ask Mark. I'm here once again with Mr. Mark Thorneycroft. Morning, Mark.
Toby, you alright?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Good.
It's been a while since we've put anything out, and recently we did the first of our industry events where we invite people along for a bit of a discussion, an open discussion around a certain topic. And the first one was about cameras, which is a huge thing in the industry right now. And a question that we frequently face is, how do you get drivers to buy in to camera systems in vehicles? And I'll be interested to get your take and everyone else to hear your take on that for the industry at the moment.
Okay, so are we specifically talking about inward facing cameras or just cameras as a whole?
Well, I think the recent growth in the market has been multi-camera systems, hard drive multi-camera systems with options as to where you locate them. So obviously around the vehicle, and then there is the topic of the internal ones.
Yes.
So first off, complete camera systems.
Okay.
Drivers okay with that generally?
I think so, yeah. I mean, if you're going to install multi-camera systems, driver safety, yeah, and compliance, obviously, and defence of the driver. We've all heard of things like crash for cash, those kinds of things. People brake testing lorry drivers without the brake lights connected, all this kind of thing. So from a safety point of view, and from the defence of the drivers.
Yeah.
What else can I don't feel that you need to say anything else, because if that one piece of information or that one piece of camera footage defends the driver and saves him his job, or even worst case scenario stops him from being arrested or accused of doing something, it's made its money and it's saved.
And so what about driver facing cameras, internal, looking at the driver? Is that a bit of a different issue? Or?
Yeah, I mean that is a completely different issue. And you touched on our camera forum, and I was quite interested when I was sort of chairing that forum, that a particular company had said to us that they've got inward facing cameras, and when they were asked about how they implemented them, it was a case of they're going in.
Right, okay.
If you don't want to drive with us, go.
But that doesn't work for everyone.
No, I mean, to be fair, I mean that's kind of my stance on the thing. In that sense, that's kind of where I sit with it. However, I also understand the fact that you need to explain it to the guys of why you're doing it.
Yeah.
And again, I'd still go down the road of defence of the driver, safety.
Yeah.
And it also gives you, I think it gives you that added extra piece of information. If you've got some forward-facing camera footage, or even some rear-facing camera footage, added to the fact that whatever that incident is, and the driver-facing footage also proves that the driver was doing everything that he should have been doing at that given time,
then he's completely clear.
Yeah.
But what about drivers' opinion on it? Because we also heard that drivers think that someone is just sat there watching them.
If you go to any company, it doesn't matter which business it is, if they have somebody sat in their offices that has the time to look at camera footage, live camera footage, day in, day out, for the whole of their 8, 10, 12 hour shift, whatever it is, then please tell me who it is, because that's a job for nothing. So
I think that's the challenge, is there's a lot of misconception around drivers about how frequently people are reviewing it. Really, it's for instant review,
it's just
positive and negative.
Positive. And one of the things that also came out of that forum, I think, as well, that we've all got loads of camera footage and instances where the driver's at fault, but we are very lacking when it comes to footage to actually show to people and say, well, look, this has actually saved this driver's job. We don't seem to see a lot of that around, and I think maybe that's something that us as a business need to look at the positive side of installing,
rewarding people based on good patterns and things like that.
And I think just lastly with it, you need to let people know how long it records for after the ignition's turned off, because you've got people that sleep in their cabs.
And that's customizable. Obviously it can be set up for anything from ignition to 24 hours. Okay, fantastic.
All right.
Some good insight there from Mark, who's out and about with both the drivers and the management teams day to day, so he gets a feel for both sides of the coin, and hopefully that's useful to you guys. Nice to see you all again soon. Thank you.